Okay, so we know this much about our writing. We want our sentences to be tight and to read fast. Copy that reads quickly, that has a lot of forward momentum, is the kind of copy that readers can engage with and stick with. Now, there are several things that degrade our sentences and slow the copy down and contribute to the loss of readership. One of those things is too many adverbs in our copy. Now, adverbs are words that modify verbs and adjectives, and these are words that typically end with the letters ly, such as badly and totally. In fact, let's take a look at a short list of some of the most overused adverbs. Let's take a look right here, and then I'll come back and give you a couple of examples, some sentences, before and after sentences, where the use of an adverb weakens a sentence. But first, here's a list of, again, commonly overused adverbs right here. Now what we'll do is take a look at a couple of examples. We'll take a look at a sentence that has an adverb that takes some of the wind out of that sentence. So on this slide, you'll see the sentence with the adverb in boldface type, and underneath that, you'll see that same sentence with that adverb stripped out of it. And notice the difference. So here's our first example. You see the problem? There's a sentence where you have a good strong verb, a really simple sentence. The radio blared loudly. Blared obviously implies loud. If something is blaring, it is loud, so it's a redundancy to say loudly. And even a simple short sentence like that, you can see how the sentence is degraded by the use of an adverb. Now, typically, an adverb is used to support a weak verb or a weak adjective. Now, if you pick a good verb, and in this case, blared is a good strong verb, there's no necessity for the use of an adverb. If we're using a lot of adverbs, sometimes it's because we're picking weak verbs, not the kind of verbs that are really accurate for the context. So let's take a look at a second example of a sentence with an unnecessary adverb thrown in there. Here we go. Now in this case, here we are talking about an IT rapid deployment force racing quickly. If we're racing, we're moving quickly. It's another redundancy. Now these are two really obvious examples of an unnecessary word, but adverbs can sneak into our writing in less obvious situations where they're a little harder to detect. So we want to be very aware of picking strong verbs, strong adjectives that don't need the support of adverbs. Now that doesn't mean our writing is going to be completely devoid of adverbs. It's okay to have some adverbs, but writing tends to have too many of these. It slows down the velocity of the sentence. And if we're going to turn out fast, aerodynamic writing, that needs to be writing that has very few adverbs. I'm Mike Consell, MikeConsell.com. Thank you for joining me. There's more at my website.